Hey, what's up everyone? This is DCSG 81 and today we'll take a look at this last one that I got, the Valkyrie Marvel Legends from the Avengers Endgame. Okay, so although this didn't win the votes, I think this one is the many of you who has been wanting to see. Actually, for her, I'm pretty amazed when I first saw the products. I didn't expect it to look so good because you can really see the actress face. Wow, it's really spot on. Wait until I unbox her and then I'll show a comparison with the real actress side by side and you will see how good it looks. Okay, so let's take a look at the box first, which is very standard, and this one actually looks very good. Of course, it's the real actress. And yep, it's the same over at the other side. Okay, and at the back, as usual, nothing different except for this picture here. An honored warrior, Valkyrie uses her strength and skills to defend Asgard. Okay, so this is how she looks like in real. So let's unbox her right now. Okay, so this is Valkyrie out of the box. Let's take a closer look. So as I mentioned earlier about her face, that we can see right here, so I'll pop up some pictures right now for comparison with the real actress. You can see that she really looks very real, I would say. I'm pretty shocked at how close in terms of accuracy they can manage to get, especially for a female character. Usually it's not as easy as the male versions to get the accuracy close to the real actress, and I think they did a great job on this head. You can see it. The only thing that is missing is there are supposed to be some spots on her face that you can see on the pictures earlier on the box pictures. So you can see those white spots on her face, especially right through her eyes. So they actually missed those parts there, which I think is not a big deal, but at least if it is there, it should look even more close to the in terms of accuracy. Okay, so let's take a look at her hair, which I'm very glad that it's a soft one, not a hard one, because that will restrict the movement of her head. And we'll take a look at this piece here is actually removable. Okay, so I'm very glad that they did this to remove it, because I'll tell you the reason later. So you take a look at the costume, which is very well made, I would say, and the details on the costume is not just a painted one, it's actually sculpted on, so it's very nice. You can see the different details. Wow, so she's actually pretty detailed. You can see all the linings are all there, and the design is just like the real thing, like a real cloth. Very nice. And you can see the different layers of armors on her clothing, which is, wow, I would say it's very nice. Mine do have some paint scratch here, which I don't know whether is it they really left it there for like metal damage purposes, or mine really have a scratch, which is no biggie. Okay, like I say, Marvel Legends do have some paint chips here and there more often. Okay, it's just a matter of whether you get it the obvious one or the not so obvious one. Okay, so for her, I actually choose her the very first few box, because the rest are all the same. Her face are all actually being painted very well. There is no crazy eyes or whatsoever. Even in the other boxes, she's quite perfectly done. Okay, so there is not much to choose from for her in my case, because I remember I compare each box, they are almost the same. There isn't much that differ, even for the paint scratches, and it doesn't really exist for her. So it's very well done, I would say. And you can see the details on the hair, all the braids, and wow. Okay, It's very detailed, very nicely done. Okay, so for the so-called cape, it's not my favorite because I don't like sculpted cape. One thing is because it's heavy, it will actually cause her to fall over, tips over. I actually have a hard time to let her stand earlier on, but usually when I say that and I do it on camera, she will stand perfectly fine. Yeah. Yeah, see, yeah, but when I'm off the camera, she's just keep falling down. She's still falling down. Okay, so and it's also a floating one, which I think it looks good on photography, but if you are actually trying to store her standing next to other figure, it will actually do some how do I put it, taking some more spaces, as you can see. Okay, so for me, I will definitely pose her without it. I mean, keep display her without this one. Okay, but with it on, she looks pretty good. Okay, I would say, yep. And there is some sculpted logo over here. I'm not sure whether this is for Asgard or some other things. There are 3 triangles here. Okay, looking very good. And this piece keep coming off. For those of you who actually thinks that you will never take it off, you can actually super glue it so it won't be such a troublesome thing that you just keep having to push it in so that it won't fall off. Okay, yep. So now let's take a look at the articulations. Okay, so for the articulations, her head can pretty much turn everywhere because the hair is actually soft and flexible. She can look down. Let's see if she can look down as much as I expect her to be. Not really, because the joint is... Oh, okay. Okay, so she can look down this much, and she can look up pretty much, but her hair will be looking very odd. Okay, so then the hands movement pretty much free flow, I would say, more than 90 degrees, even more than that. There's the arm swivel here, I think. Nope, I was wrong, there's no arm swivel, okay, unfortunately. And a single joint elbow, okay, just a single joint, that could be V-shape, and her hands, of course, is movable. And I think the best thing about her is actually the abs joint, which is she can bend forward and backward pretty much, and turning, there's no problem. But when turning too much, you will start to show some gap, which is not very nice. And even if you stand straight, she does show some holes, so it's better for you to actually close it up with the cloth, okay, with the cape. Okay, and for her legs, I believe it will be a lot more restriction because of this piece here. Even though it's soft, you still can't really move much. As you can see, I'm already stretching it, so I don't want to do it further because I am quite sure that this will eventually come off, because it's being held by this piece here, so it actually comes off. There's a leg swivel, very nice. Kicking forward, she can still do a bit, not much, like this. Any further will start to stretch this piece, which is, I don't recommend in doing so. So there's a double joint knee, as you can see, and the legs actually move better than the Iron Man's. Okay. Okay, so yep, that's all about the articulations. Now let's take a look at the accessories. Okay, so as you can see, for the accessory, she doesn't come a lot, actually just the sword and these things to put in her sword. I forgot what you call this. So let's take a look at the sword first. It's actually looking very good. It's slightly translucent. Yep, but it's looking very nice, and it's actually, the whole piece is soft. Okay, so, and this one is also there are some details of some sculpting. Not sure if it shows on the camera. There are some sculpture on the sheet here. Do you call it a sheet? Okay, looking very detailed. There's a hole here, I'm not sure what is it for. So if you put it over, you can actually see that. And even this one is actually soft. Okay, so the whole thing is like a soft kind of things. Okay, and she doesn't come with any interchangeable hands, which is quite disappointing. Okay, so I'm taking this as also another piece of accessory because it can come off. Yep. And lastly, of course, the BAF for the Thor. I think this is the right leg or the left leg. Yeah, it's the right leg. Yep, which is not much use for me. So that's all for the accessories. Okay, so for the size comparison, I will first compare her with the rest of the batch that I have, which is the Iron Man Mark 85, as well as the huge War Machine, the Iron Patriot version. Wow, okay, yeah. So this is how she scaled among with them. Okay, right up next, I'll compare her with some ladies from the s.h.figuarts. We have the Captain Marvel. Oh my god, she looks very small against her. And we also have the Black Widow, which is also from the s.h.figuarts, the Avengers Endgame, and they are both looking very tiny besides her. And right up next, I'll compare her with the ladies from the Marvel Legends. We have the Gamora, as well as the Nebula. Okay. Yep, and they scale pretty well because they are all from Marvel Legends. And lastly, we will have the Scarlet Witch, which is from the 2-pack with Vision, and also the Wasp. This is also from the Marvel Legends, so they actually scale pretty well as a Marvel Legends team. Okay, so I believe that I actually mentioned about the reason why I want to get Valkyrie in my previous review for the War Machine Iron Patriot. This is because of the remember the scenes where all the ladies start to gang up together, which with the of course the to assist Captain Marvel to actually protect the gauntlet from Thanos. So this is because I want to have the rest of the gang, which I believe I'm missing 4 of them, which is Shuri, the Okoye, Mantis, as well as Pepper Potts in the rescue armor. Okay, so out of 4 of them, I think all of them has been released by the Marvel Legends. I should be getting Shuri very soon. And Mantis, I don't think I have much luck because it's a BAF. I hope they reissue her. Then for Okoye also, if I'm not sure, if I'm not wrong, she's also a BAF. So I think it will be very hard for me to get her. And lastly, Pepper Potts is very easy to get her, but I'm actually waiting for the s.h.figuarts to make her. I have a hunch they will make her very soon, which is why I stopped myself from buying her. So other than that, I should have all of them right here. Okay, so my final verdict for her will be a 9 out of 10 because I really like the overall look of her. The design of her costume is very detailed, as well as her face. Needless to say, she looks absolutely gorgeous because sorry about that because she just looked very close resemblance to the real actress, as I shown earlier. So very well done job from the Hasbro again. They actually nailed her pretty well. I actually have my doubts that if s.h.figuarts were to make her, I doubt they can make her look this good. Okay, so this is actually the best there is. Okay, so yep, 8 out of 10. And the reason some points are taken off is because she doesn't come with any interchangeable hand, even though you might say that she doesn't need that. And also I'm not really a big fan of the sculpted cape that comes with her. Yep, so yep, I think it's pretty hard for me to request Marvel Legends to actually start giving the cloth one because even s.h.figuarts are just starting to do that, but they are also not really into that. Only for Masco or Mayfax they're giving the real cloth material, but this one it's not really my kind of things. Yep, but without it she looks pretty alright too. Of course with it she will looks even better. Okay, so which is why I don't really like it. Yeah, so other than that, I think she looks very well. For articulation, of course there are some hindering, especially on the lower part of her body. The legs can't really move much because of her armor. Yep. Other than that, other than that, I think she's quite perfect. Especially the hair. Just can't stop looking at the hair. It's very well sculpted. I'm pretty amazed they actually can do this. Wow. Okay. So yep. That's all for my review for her. I hope you enjoy it. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, and of course leave me a comment to let me know what you think about her. Will you be getting her, or you think she's just a good pass on it? Okay, and of course subscribe to my channel if you like my content so far. And until then, you see I'm having problems letting her stand now. Okay, now it's good. Until then, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.